What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verta here, and thank you so much for stopping by. Let's just get on with this video very fast because I do not wish to waste you guys' time. I really want to talk to you guys about Mystic today, and it's something that's going to be pretty much either be Mystic Apocalypse or something that will pretty much resolve many of the class's issues. With the recent change towards, or rather the recent announcement that there will be a change towards numbers of hits, if you're a Mystic player, then you probably have a light bulb pretty much popping up on top, and you're gonna be like, wait, hold a minute. Martial Spirit Shards. Yeah, that's probably what every single Mystic has been thinking. And if you do not know, and you've just never even known about this mechanic, well, the Martial Spirit Shards, they're up to 30 for Awakening, and there's something happening with Succession where you could keep an overflow, or rather the overflow is being future added to some other abilities. Now, one way or another, this is how it functions. In reality, we do not have 3 Martial Spirit Shards, we have 30 Martial Spirit Shards, and most of our skills require certain number of these 30 shards for them to activate. Now, this is something that is very, very important for Mystic for you guys to know. Now, when I make my guides, I avoid this because it's unnecessary information, or rather it used to be. Now, it's something that we have to know, because with the shrinking of these, we will see, well, obviously a very severe, dramatic, and drastic, if even, reduction in the amount of Martial Spirit Shards that we're going to generate. And here is where the issue really comes in. Well, if you look into the Martial Spirit Shards, Martial Spirit passive, you're going to see that on Awakening it's 1 Martial Spirit, but in Succession it's 1 additional if you chain the ability. So every ability gets 1 additional. I believe it's like twice or something like this. It kind of feels like twice. You do generate a lot of Martial Spirit Shards should they be chained in rapid succession. No pun intended. But something that we will see is with the shrink of these hits, we are going to, of course, see a lot less Martial Spirit Shards generation. And of course, Pearl Abyss said they're going to try to cut them in half and then readjust appropriately. Now, this means that Martial Spirit really needs to be buffed. And Martial Spirit, in fact, it's almost like if they don't buff this, the class is dead. So I'm pretty sure and kind of well aware that they're talking about this and they know about this. They're not stupid. They're going to fix this. But here's where the issue lands. See, some of the abilities for Mystic, they are on uneven numbers, like odd numbers. We have, for example, Rising Dragon is on 7, Gushing Waters is on 7. You get the idea. And this is going to be a little bit of an issue, like how exactly you're going to balance to maintain this rule of 3, or rather maintain this kind of homogeneous character. How are you gonna, it's going to essentially cause issues. And with that being said, they will really need to even up these numbers. There's so much work to be done on Mystic, and this is a little bit of an informative video that this will happen. This means that if we perhaps go into the Succession specialization, probably Martial Spirit Shards will be a little bit more difficult or slightly more easy to generate. This could also be used as a little bit of a leeway to buff Succession Mystic, or to buff Awakening Mystic even. We are kind of seeing that they may or may not be going towards that. And not just this, we know that there will be touching upon the 200% Succession Mystic that has been already teased within their developer. Some abilities might not be able to chain with other abilities to reach a full effect from them. So this is something that Pearl Abyss really needs to be careful. And a part of us in Striker, I mean, nobody has this pristine, rather, necessity for a certain amount of hits in order for us to function. So this is something that is very interesting. Now, if you're going to ask for my take on this, what I do believe Pearl Abyss should do is keep the Martial Spirit Shards exactly the same and approach Mystic through the very, how can I say, approach Mystic through the lens of what Succession Striker is. Or in other words, we use these very small flows, we use these very few locked abilities and actually keep them unlocked, speed them up like mad, and create a very complicated class that would reward you, essentially make her into a rapid fire cannon. This is my take on what Mystic should be through this passive. And if Darren won't be buffing the passive, then you must understand it's either the passive or it's going to be all of these abilities that we lock. It's going to be introducing basically a brand new way of them working around Succession Mystic Martial Spirit Shards. Whether it be through how fast or how much we can use the flows, which we've kind of forgotten, let's be honest about it, and then move towards something else. Now, just an informative video, guys. We're having right now this in front of us. It's literally on the horizon, and we have to really kind of keep the monocle up and, you know, Pearl Abyss, you better be careful with this because you're really fucking up with Mystic Daddy. Love you guys. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you soon.